What is going on, guys? This is TheLostYeti here, and today we're going to be playing some Total Party Kill. This is a game I found in the App Store recently, and basically the synopsis of it is you kill your friends to solve puzzles and escape the dungeon. You have 3 players here, and all of the levels are relatively confusing, at least from my standpoint. And without further ado, we're going to be hopping into it. Now, I played a little bit just so I could kind of understand the game, so you'll see me fly through some of the early levels and immediately get stumped after that. So we're going to start out at level 1, and you can kind of understand the process here. And there's a deep lore. I'm not really sure if lore is necessarily the word for it. But we are going for the great treasure, and to do so, sacrifices must be made. So this is just the tutorial here, so we can actually switch between each of the characters using the center button, attack using the what looks like the arrow, the mage staff, or the sword, and go through the door to finish with the level. That, you know, pretty self-explanatory here. Yeah, so anyways, guys, how is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a marvelous day. I know I am. If you guys have heard of this game before, which I don't know why you would have, I totally stumbled on it on the App Store. Oh, and I stumbled into the pit of death also, you know. Going to do it twice. That's fine. Alright, there we go. I don't know why I had such a hard time on that. But yeah, so basically what I like to do, if you're not so familiar here, is I like to find some of the weirder games on the App Store. So, if you're new here, what I like to do is I like to find some of the weirder games on the App Store, and this one kind of... So, if you're new here, what I like to do is I like to find some of the weirder games on the App Store. So, if you happen to come across any weird games that you'd like me to check out, please put those in the comment section below. I don't know why this one came across my radar. Jumping is definitely one of my difficulties. There we are. Now I'm understanding it. Don't know why it was so hard for me before. Okay, so now here comes some of the puzzle elements. Now this one took me a little bit to understand, but what I'm going to want to do is let's keep the little knight guy alive. He might be useful for something. We're gonna stand on over here. Oh, forget that I saw that. All right, so we're gonna want to try to get the knight guy to the goal. To do so, we're gonna take our little wizard staffman right over here, and we're gonna stick him to the wall. Beautiful, thank you for your service, and use our little archer as a stairwell. Stepping stool? That's probably the better term for it, to be honest. Easy peasy, slash your friend. Ooh. Beautiful, I didn't need that corpse anyways. You know, in case you were ever wondering what friends were good for, this is a great instance of friends coming in handy. Okay, now we can't make that jump, can we? Oh, we can. So somehow we've got to hit these 2 buttons on the other sides. And I believe if we stick them with an arrow, we shouldn't have too much of an issue now, will we? Now that's going to cause the first one to trigger. Now let's throw this guy. Unfortunately, we can't save the knights, but it looks like the archer's going to make it to the end. Okay, so now, if we want to drop down there, I think the easiest thing to do here is we're going to have to save the wizard, which means we're going to have to make blocks. So, to do so, I think I'm going to take the wizard over here, freeze the knight, goodbye, hopefully not fall into the pit myself, freeze the archer, drop, then become a parkour master, become slightly better as a parkour master. You can go first this time. And then a 1, a 2, and through the door we go. Alright, so now we're going to have to get some real distance on these guys. I think the easiest way to do that is just to freeze and then use the arrow. Just keep going. There we go. Beautiful. And we can both go. Oh, interesting. So you can push your allies into there. Now, if I push you... Oh, I suppose that does work. Okay, that was probably not what we were supposed to do, but it works for me. So for this guy, I think what we wanted to do... Yeah, we want to take the archer. I think we want to place him right here. And we're going to try to baseball bat him into the next century with the knight. Beautiful. And now, if we can freeze him... Okay, we can freeze corpses. Let's just see if we can land on that with the knight. That's gonna be the real challenge here. Boop, boop, beautiful. Stepping stool, thank you. Hope you didn't need that neck. Interesting. Okay, so we need to keep them all alive. I believe this is gonna be another one for. So we definitely need to freeze. So we got to keep the freeze guy alive, and we. All right. So if we move the archer here, and then we freeze him, can we then like hit him with the? That's a bit of a. Oh. Well, okay. Abandon that idea. So, I think we got the right idea here. We bring this man's in, freeze him, bring in the archer, yeet him over. Okay. Beautiful. And then drop, and then drop, and then beautiful through the gate. So the archer actually carries a little bit of momentum on this. Level 13. So we can just straight up make this jump. But it looks like we're going to have to stick one of our friends into the wall here. So we're going to take Freezy Boy, stick him into the wall, and then can we just double stick? Is that where we're going to, like, build a bridge? Build a bridge out of our friends? Ooh, so you can't do that. So if we take the knight, line him up, and then what we're going to want to do is we want to shuffle, shuffle. Boom. Okay, that gives us a little bit larger of a runway. And then if we take our Freezy Boy, place him over top the knight, I think this is how we're going to solve this. So if we take Freezy Boy, stick him right here, that should just give us just enough to clear the gap. Beautiful, just like that. Clockwork. Archer Boy can stick, but then I can't step on him because it won't be stuck. So I definitely got to freeze the first guy. Stand on the side. Freeze. Done and dusted. Then I've got to make this parkour jump. Go to the middle. Yup. Freezy Boy. A 1-2 jump and through the finish line. Now we're working with portals. Okay. So we've got a wall. We've got some parkour climbing. So I think what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to stick one of our characters. But we want to maintain the ability of the knight to launch someone off the top. So we're going to put Freezy Boy here. I think we're going to take, yeah, we got to take Archer. Send him into the wall. And then Archer is going to go up here. And we're going to swing for the fences real quick. I think that's the solution that we need. Beautiful. I feel like a great person. I feel like this is definitely a bonding exercise amongst friends. Okay. So, if we want to do this, there's definitely a Freezy Boy involved. I can tell you that. Think that I've made a mistake. Ooh, okay. If I throw the knight, like if I stick him to the wall and then freeze him, does he drop? So he definitely makes it to the end. Does he drop when he gets frozen? Yes, he does. Okay, that's what that was. That one is. That's a clever way to teach us that mechanic, to be honest. Alright, so now we've got to get some straight up vertical, and I don't know how that's going to happen. So I can freeze through the wall. And that's enough. So can I... Ooh, I can pass him through. That's a bit interesting, but alas, I need to leave my friend. Sorry, buddy. Been nice knowing you. For Sparta! Ooh. That was immaculate. Look at that. So it looks like we gotta do some fancy archerness here. So I'm gonna put the knights up on a pedestal, launch him across, and then freeze him to drop onto that. But ooh, then how do I get up there? Did not think that far ahead, but we definitely need to do this. That'll freeze him, make him into a block. I might need to keep the archer alive and stick this guy, because that'll give me the extra block height I need. Yeah, it is. I might be overthinking this. So actually, if I bring the archer down, freeze this boy, and just do a light yeet. Now, I can still freeze this guy, even though he's... It's an interesting perspective to it. Wow, I don't know why that one worked, but I will take it. Y'all are probably screaming at your screens, just going, hey, I know the solution to this, Yeti. You are an absolute idiot. And I can concur. I am, in fact, an idiot, and I do not know how to solve this problem. Alright, so this seems very clear to me. This is definitely an archer post, where I've got to stick him to the wall, and then freeze him to make him fall. Simple, clear as day. That I believe I've also got to freeze him here, make him fall to get that double platform. It was very similar to an earlier level, but now I'm in trouble because... Oh, I can actually reach the goal. Beautiful. Thought I wasn't going to be able to reach it, and I was going to have to work that out some other way. Now, since the archer is the only one that can get absolutely launched here without sticking to that wall, clearly that's the first move. But what's that solve? That... So I can get down here. That was not what I wanted to do, clearly. Maybe you have to double stack them? Hit my head again. I guess it just gives you enough height to get out the door. Ooh. So I somehow have to get that to go back. Doesn't matter what button you hit? I don't think it does. Slight mistake, but I think I can still salvage this as long as I'm careful. Beautiful. Not how you're probably supposed to do it because I'm a bit of a klutz, but I do suppose that that will work. Ooh, okay, so now we're gonna have to definitely get someone across. I think the easiest way is to somehow stick someone in the wall. Okay. Okay, if I freeze you, stand on you. Everyone's dead, that's what happens. Oh my god. There's no reason that that worked. I think that's what we're being calling this one. I'm so glad I finally managed to solve that puzzle. Jeez, that took me way too long. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a like on the episode. If you want to check out the game, check it out. I'll put a link in the description. As always, this has been your host, TheLostYeti, and I will catch you guys in the next episode.